Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to have a look at the Times Quick Cryptic Crossword, and this has been published on Tuesday, the 31st of December 2024, last day of 2024, so last puzzle of the year, and it's been set by Orpheus. Just looking back on my records, the last Orpheus puzzle took me 11 minutes, and they've generally been quite fast. I could really do with a fast puzzle because the last 2 to 3 weeks I've been averaging over 20 minutes. Although, having looked at it, we've got the portcullis grid, so we've got all these ones across the top and all these ones down the side that are just, you have to figure out the word to actually know what that letter is. In a different grid, if there was a word across there, you'd get the downs given to you by, if you can enter that one clue, or it might get you to that one. So, going to be a little bit difficult, but other than that, there's not a lot to say really, so let's reset the timer and crack on. Gain nothing, being a drunkard. Gain nothing. Sot. Okay. Tie it in a knot. Tie it in a knot. And begin. Oh. Row about doctor's deal, perhaps. Timber, I'm thinking that is. Timber's a type of wood. Deal is a type of wood. Fix wise man's prescribed amount of medication. Dose. Something about dose. Dosage. Do sage. Okay. Yep. Well ventilated eagle's nest. I think that's eerie, but eerie. Airy. Okay, airy like that, I think. Mould made by casual worker behind schedule. Casual worker's a hand or an ant. Mould. Okay, I'm going to leave that one. Idleness of one in popular part of West London. Oh gosh. Idleness in one. Idleness of one in popular part of West London. Chiswick. Ealing. Chelsea. Fulham. I don't know at this moment. Genuine Brazilian coin is a real. That's the currency, I think. Not just a French travelling. Not just unfair, I suppose. Oh. Unfair travelling entertainment. Girl with a large service book. Owl service book. Owl ant. Girl. I mean, there's a lot of ways that clue can be. Are we looking for the name of a girl? Are we looking for a book? Reportedly light up. Okay, so that's Brighton. I once got this wrong, so I think it's Brighton, like that. Brighton being the sound alike. Boat builder's failure to carry out GP's request. Noah. Boat builder Noah. Failure to GP's request. What's GP's request? Prescription. Not sure. Okay. Courteous chap. Got some good stuff there on the board though. Courteous chap, a non-military type. Gosh. Okay. Unstable. Throwing such a fit. Wobbly. Yeah, throw a wobbly. You throw a wobbly, don't you? Brilliant. Books cracking up bitter pills regularly. Gosh, what's that going to be? That's ITR pills. PLS. IL. Wrigley looks like it needs to be. So, books cracking up bitter pills regularly. I think that's anagram bitter with an IL in it. Okay, which is, I'm going to go with that theory. BTTRIE. I assume it's the IL of pills. Treble. Okay. Booby, possibly to attempt crossing river. We'll try. You're trying to cross the river. Will be an R, so I assume there's an R there. Booby is an error. Booby possibly. It's the wooden spoon. Obviously it has like a cheap decoration. Can find a buyer mostly. That must be an hidden word, mustn't it? But there's no S's. that I can see. Cheap decoration, tinsel. Can is tin, and find a buyer is to sell, I suppose. Okay, part of theatre, largely for men only. Stag? Why would that be? Again, I feel like I want to would go with a hidden word there, but there's only one G, and larg is not going to be the answer. For men only. Okay, obelisk built by Greek character in very little time. So we're looking for, oh gosh, obelisk. Obelisk is 7 letters, but Greek character was a minimum of 2, so very little time. Monument? Moment, yeah, monument with new being the Greek character moment, monument, okay. Rush off, seeing hooligan. Nothing really coming to mind there. Demand payment for onslaught. Demand payment for onslaught. Oh. Okay. Getting up insurrection. That's rising, isn't it? I think. I'm going to leave that like that. I think it's rising though. Standard display by women or men. That's the norm. That's a hidden word, finally. Pity is Baby Ruth. Ruthless. Think of Ruthless and Ruth is pity. So what's this? Gain nothing. Okay. Winnow. Oh yeah, winnow. Okay, go on. Tie it in a knot and begin. Gosh. I suppose I don't have to be an R there. It could be there, couldn't it? Possibly to attempt. Crossing river. To attempt is to try. I can't think of another word for that. Tie it in a knot. Starting, no. Okay, let's go down here. Mould made by casual worker behind schedule. I want that to be an ant, really. But I can't see what that would be, but ahead of it, so to speak. Template. Temp. Okay. Oh, that kind of worker behind schedule. Temp is late, literally. Rush off. Seeing hooligan. It's not an anagram. Rush off. Tear away. Okay. This one. Miss Sal, I think. I'm going to go with that Miss Sal. So Miss for girl and A large. Not entirely sure about it, but I'm going to go with it. Oh, what's this? Courteous chap, a non-military type. Oh gosh. Courteous chap. I think that's going to be an Ian there. Let's go with that being an Ian at the end, just for now. See what this one was. Idleness. Oh, in popular. Idleness of one in popular part of West London. Oh golly. In popular is in. In. Okay. This one, demand payment for onslaught. Gosh. Down here was. Let's try and get this one. Boat builders. Oh, that is Noah. Must be Noah, mustn't it? And boat builders' failure to carry out GP's request. I've got no idea why that would be Noah, though. If it is. No. Oh, okay. So the GP says, say very good. Okay. Yes, Noah. I said it straight away, didn't I, as well? Books cracking up bitter pills. Okay, that still looks like it wants to be an anagram. What it wants to be an anagram of is a bit harder to say. RT. Got libertine? No, not libertine. Libretti, I think. Is that a word, libretti? That could just be the worst bit of anagramming I've ever done. Let's go with that being libretti. I don't know it is, but let's go with it for now. Come back later and rethink if that needs to be changed around. So probably be a more obvious anagram. So if that's that, that would be an I. Tie it in a knot and begin. Well, that's initiate, isn't it? Initiate. Which is an anagram. That. Part of theatre. Largely for men only. Stag and stage. Yeah, it's stag. Okay, that must be booby. Crossing river. Booby. Possibly to attempt. Bid. Booby. Is that a bird? Okay. I'll take that as being a bird. I don't know about this libretti. I think I've made that up, but I mean, TI would fit that kind of thing. So, okay, not too bad actually on time-wise. But I am now stuck here. Idleness of one, so there's one. In, can't be double in, can it? In popular. And this one was that horrible demand. Payment for onslaught is a and the one over here with the worst checkers in the world. Something I, something I, something I. I'm going to go with that being Ian as the man, a chap. I don't think it necessarily is. A non-military type is a civilian, isn't it? Civil, yes. Okay, civilian, that's fair enough. Civil Ian. Idleness of one in popular part of West London. I mean, I really need to think of my parts of West London now, which is not going to be any of those. Down the bottom. And in popular part of West London. Idleness, maybe it's a word for idleness. One in popular part. Okay, so one in popular part of West London. I still need to know, don't I? I still need a West London. Ealing, Enfield. Enfield's a part of West London, sort of. ERTN. There's not actually a lot of things that go there, really. Lots of inns, on, and PN's unlikely, but possible. So S. So we're just down to these last two or three, really. Depends if this. Fairly sure that's libretti, even though that's not a word I really know, but I could be very proven wrong on that. Demand payment for onslaught. A bit of a struggle here as well. So something, A, something G, something. So there's not a lot of things that will go. Actually, there's a lot of things that will go there. So like strange, range, demand is to. Okay, so let's think about idleness. Idleness of one in popular part of West London. So one in popular. Got potentially so many I's here though, that's the trouble. Popular is surely in itself. So we got West London, we got places like Heathrow, Hounslow, Twickenham, Brentford, Chelsea, Fulham, Chiswick. Ealing is the one I like best. Actually, well, I say I like it best. I mean, for kind of fit things that will fit. And idleness. One in popular part of West London. So Harrow is another area, isn't it? Kind of getting towards North West London. Depends how. Staines. In on n on in un. trying to think of words for idleness at the moment. Which I can't think of any. I'm going to take that out just because it's kind of getting in my way, but I think that's what it is on there. Go back to this one again. Demand payment. Demand payment is to, and onslaught is a. So I think that's probably the breakdown. Is demand payment is to you bill someone, you. Let's go through that bit on that then. Z, no. X, no. C. I have seen demands for payments in the crossword before, and it's always a bit of a strange term. If it's the case, barrage? No. Onslaught is a barrage, is a. There's not actually a lot of letters that will fit between there. Miage. Come back to that one in a minute. Demand payment for onslaught. Okay, I'm going to put the video on pause while I have a think about this to myself. Okay, finally I've remembered Acton is a place after a lot of alphabet trawling. So I think that's libretti, which now means I've just got this one here. Just see something E. Onslaught. I keep thinking cool. Demand from payment is a claim, is a. I'm going to take a letter out from here so I can alphabet trawl more again, so it can't be that. Demand payment is to. And onslaught is a. Court. Kiart. I don't think any of these work really. So CR seems reasonable. Let's put some down. CE, maybe. Maybe seems reasonable. So CO does, but it doesn't really. Can't be A, can't be S, can't be D, F, G. Cha. Change. Demand payment. Change. Onslaught. Charge. There we go, charge. How easy was that? So it just leaves me to put that one in. 2543, what a... So there you go, 2543. Actually nothing really hard there at the end. I just could not get my brain around them. So about 15 minutes wasted on those last two. Okay, let's go through that today. So I'm just going to check I'm still recording. Yeah, seems to be. Okay, so we got a wino is a drunkard, and if you gain you win, and nothing is no. We've got an anagram I think of initiate, is tie it in. A knot and begin. Begin is to initiate. So I think it's some kind of clever wordplay saying that tie it in a knot is just an anagram, tie it in. Or tie it in a. Yeah, I'm not going to go through them. So a row is a tier. Going around a doctor is an MB. Never actually learned what that one is, medical something or other. And deal. Deal is a type of wood. So deal perhaps is saying it's type of wood. So timber is also a type of wood. Fix, you do things, you fix them. And wise man is a sage. And prescribed amount of medication is a dosage. Well ventilated is airy. And an eagle's nest is an airy, spelled E-Y-R-I-E, I think. So it's a sound like, although I've never known how you say the eagle's nest, so not very sound likey to me. A mould is a template, and made by a casual worker behind a schedule is a temp who is late. Idleness is inaction, and we've got to put one in a popular part of West London is in for popular. Acton is West London, and then put an I for I in there to get to idleness, inaction. Genuine is real, and the Brazilian currency is the real. Not just is unfair. A in French is and travelling entertainment is a fair. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I've not heard of this word. Missal. Girl is miss, and a large is al, and a service book is a missal. We've got another sound like here. So if you reportedly light something up, you brighten it with an e, which gives you a South Coast resort, which is Brighton. I've seen that before about 2-3 years ago, and I got it wrong, so it sticks in my mind as to make sure, especially with the checker in the wrong place. Like this one, Noah was a boat builder, and when you go to the GP might say say R. So if you don't do that, if you fail to do that, then there's no R. Courteous chap is a civil Ian, and a non-military type is a civilian. Unstable is wobbly, and you throw a fit. Books apparently are libretti. I assume that's something to do with libraries, or how libraries are derived, same sort of etymology. We've got an anagram of bitter with the regular letters of pill, so the second and fourth letters, the I and the L, cracking up, telling us there's an anagram going on. A booby is a type of bird, not one I've heard of. An attempt is a bid, crossing a river, which is an R. Cheap decoration is tinsel. We've got can. Can be a tin can. Find a buyer mostly is you're able to sell something, but as it's only most, you take the second L off. Part of theatre, largely, so we've got a stage without the E, gives you a stag, men only, is stag do. An obelisk could be a monument and built by Greek, so the Greek character here is nu, N-U, and that's going in a very little time, which is a moment. Rushing off and seeing hooligans, so that's double deaf. You rush off, you tear away, and hooligan could be a tear away. Don't think that gets much use these days, but fair enough. Again, not really much to complain about here. Another double deaf. If you demand payment, you charge someone, and an onslaught is a charge. Getting at another double deaf. Getting up is you get up in the morning, you rise, you're rising, you arise, and insurrection is an arising and uprising. Standard is a norm, and that's a hidden word displayed by in men or women. And pity is ruth, so if you think about someone who's pitiless, they're ruthless. And Babe Ruth was a baseball player, famous one. So there we go, all done. 25:43, another relative disaster time for me, with about at least half that on those last two clues, really, in action and charge. But all done in the end, so can't complain too much.